Greetings, Inquisitors. Welcome to the Holocron. This is the week 119 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress weekly, go through all the charactership upgrades, the mod upgrades, what I'm doing on Datacrons, talk about plans for the future, and you all can follow along. Leave any questions or comments you have about what you see here down below, and I'll be happy to talk to you and see what ideas other people might have. It's always fun to see what people think of it. Please remember, as we get started, use your like saber, hit that like button. It helps me, helps the channel, and I would enjoy it if you could help me out. All right, let's take a look at what happened in the account this week. The relic project is 3PO and Chewie, and we're in pretty good shape, but we still need all of the med packs. So getting all those med packs in a week is going to be pretty rough, but I don't plan to get him next week anyway, so getting close. In terms of the journey, Rebel Officer Leia Organa is available for a click here. Taking a look at her, but then I remember I got Mara Jade to 7 stars. And I feel like we really want Mara Jade to be gear 12 so that we can put some 6-dot mods on her, potentially improve her speed a little bit. Hopefully get her over 300. She's at 289 right now, so a few 6-dot mods might help. So we'll take a look at that now that we got her to gear 12. Go back into the journey guide. The Rebel Officer gets 1 click. Then we take a look at a couple pieces of gear here. And 337 Carbantes we started out with. And after 3 clicks, we're done with Carbantes. So 3 good clicks here. And that's all we got. Mandalorian didn't need any of that stuff for his next gear tier, so we take him to tier 11, and it's nice to have an instant kill, so we're still working on him in the background. Working on all of our farming stuff. We've got extra stars to put on some stuff for the Jabba the Hutt and Afra journeys. Get the Gamorrean Guard going, take him up to 85, put some initial skills on him. Again, like usual, just getting him positioned to be worked on later. Embo, we'll get Embo started as well. In Fleet, not much to do over here. We do have the finalizer up and running, and I could take it to 85, but I back off, take it to 82. I take a look at the skills and then decide that I don't want to spend the prestige, and we move along to mods. So I kind of had a few the blue and green mods that I hadn't finished working on yet. So I go in here, get rid of some extra 1-speed hit mods that I need to get rid of. Work on the purple and gold mods. We do some slicing here, trying to get some better mods for Mara Jade. So we work through a little bit of that, miss on a couple of opportunities for attenuation, calibration, whatever you want to call it. And at the end of the day, we get her right to 300 speed, and we're happy with that for now. Go ahead and put some mods onto Rolo. She's gear 11 now. And we can use her for some things, so just put a easy beginner set of mods on her. The CLS team has come together. It's almost done. That 3PO and Chewie is the last relic that we need. So I figured it was about time to get in here and work on their mods. And here I'm putting Dash Rendar's offense mod set on because he had a pretty good mod set there. And I'm trying to fill in with some tenacity stuff for CLS. There's a way that you can build the CLS team with tenacity on CLS and the 2 Wookiees, and it helps you in certain matchups to make sure that you don't get too many stuns or dazes or inconvenient things that make your Wookiees unable to assist. So go ahead. We're going to go ahead and do that type of setup. Here we're going through Chewbacca, and we actually put 3 tenacity sets onto Chewbacca. On 3PO and Chewie, we're trying to find good sets, we're trying to find some damage, and at the end of the day, we end up settling for 2 tenacity mod sets and 1 a critical chance mod set. His critical chance is still not that great, but we get him set up that way. Then over here on C3PO, again, we're going to go with a tenacity build just to round out the team. Now, after going through those characters and getting them set up with the mods that we want, means that I stole mods from a whole bunch of characters. So I have to go in here and fix a whole bunch of characters that I stole one or more mods off of. And if you've never done some remodding like that, then you haven't experienced this. But sooner or later, when you're working on your mods, you'll end up in a situation like that where you have to kind of go through and reset a whole bunch of different characters. All right, so week 119, 5.77 million galactic power. We added 40,000 over the last week. 61 relics, 78 zetas, 10 omicrons. Got JMK in the top 10, Profundity in the top 5. In Grand Arena, I dropped down to Kyber 5. 3 in a row losses during the cruise, so that was kind of a setback. But yeah, so we'll see if we put together a win streak and keep ourselves from getting relegated. But if not, we'll go back down to Erodium, and that's fine. We'll play in the top of Erodium. We'll get back to Kyber soon enough, I'm sure. The project is Chupio for week 121, and again, I don't think I'd have much problem finishing off that last piece that he needs. But I don't want to farm the med packs, and I don't want to force it. So it'll probably take me a couple weeks to pick up the 40 med packs that I still need for that character. But we'll see. We'll see if I get him next week. The energy plan is the same. We're working on stuff for Jabba the Hutt and Afra journeys, as well as that 50 RT is kind of a side project. In Fleet, we're farming the Sith fighter for the Mark IV comlinks that are on that node. They hinted that the Ravager capital ship is going to come out. There was a hint that was dropped that said something like, hope y'all are working on your Sith ships. So, yeah, I might as well farm up Sith ships. It's fine. In the Cantina, we're working on signal data. We'll probably also pick up Sonastaros. Talk about that here in a second. In mods, I really used up just about all of the available slicing materials to get that CLS team where I wanted it, and it's still not there. We still need to 6-dot quite a few of the mods that are on them. They're good enough to 6-dot and take a couple slicing attempts at, so I'm going to take a few weeks, just work on the slicing material, and really try to optimize the mods on that CLS team. I think it's worth it. I do need a lot more mod inventory. I need to go back to farming mods, but at least for a little while, let's finish up the team we're working on right now. The refresh strategy is still to get through on everything, and the stores, I'm focused on feeding the Shard Shop and trying to get the best gear. While I was on vacation, Conquest finished up, and I did manage to barely grab that box 5 in Conquest, so that's good. I'm on track there. The internet wasn't friendly, so I did lose my GACs, and I struggled to make fleet placement. What it kept doing was it would lock me up, and I would complete something, and it couldn't give the completion in time, so it would sit there forever without doing a completion. And if I changed the screen, or if it lost the connection for just a second, then it wouldn't give me a victory. It would give me a timeout. So it was just really annoying. But yeah, I did what I could. Kind of a slow week. Got some Datacron stuff, but really forgot to update it in this, so I'll get it in the next update. Sonastaros, our guild is working on the next phase of building characters for the territory battle, and I offered to relic Sonastaros for the platoons. I could use Santa anyway. I want to build Afra anyway, so basically it's just about putting her up front. A single shard drop, I still have to farm Chrysanthemum too, so 2 single shard drop characters coming out of Cantina. That'll consume a lot of resources, but I think it'll be okay. We're working on that Jedi Knight Luke journey, and we'll have some characters that can go with Santa. It may not be the best team that we can build with Santa, but it should still be pretty good, so we'll go ahead, relic her up for the guild. And that brings our long-term planning. Jedi Knight Luke, we will try to grab gas as we're working on the Jabba the Hutt journey. After we finish him up, we'll get Afra. I don't know about Starkiller. I thought he might fit in the plan for 2023, but it's looking more and more like maybe he doesn't fit in the plan. We'll see how it goes. and then we'll get around to JML. Once we've got Jabba the Hutt and all the requirements done for Jedi Knight Luke and everything, it doesn't seem like it would be too hard to grab that Jedi Master Luke, so we'll go ahead and do that. That's the account update, and that's the plan. So like I said before, leave your comments down below if you got any questions, thoughts, criticisms, anything you want to say. I'm always happy to hear it. Also, if you're not a member of the Discord, there's a link to our Discord server down below. Click on that, come on over, join the Discord server. I'd be happy to have you over there. A bunch of cool people talking about the game. Just even if you're not a talkative person, you could just hang out, watch what other people are saying, and learn a lot. There's an Ask Loquitur channel. You can come over there, ask me questions directly, and I'll try to get to them in a fairly timely fashion, get you an answer from my point of view. All right. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you, and I will see you in the next Holocron.